is better than just riding around.
Welcome back. How I found the guy I've got to talk to here.
I'm looking for someone who organises riding competitions around here. I spoke with Mikolai, and he said you're in charge of something like that here.
Daban horse. I am Bibrek.
Henry.
I'm glad to meet anyone who wants to honor the long tradition of mounted archery. Bow, crossbow, arrow, bolt, horse. A steady hand and sharp eyes. You gallop, you shoot. Targets fall and the groschen pile up. There aren't many these days who would challenge me and my mare first of 1,000. The Cubans are lazy, and Mick from the Nomads is just the same.
Mikolai wasn't too thrilled about you either.
He's a decent enough rider, and that is about the only good thing I can say about him. Well, at least he's not a Cuman.
Why do the Cumans bother you? Aren't you one yourself by any chance?
I am Yassian, and my horse first of 1,000 is Kengli.
What's Yassian?
You see, we Yassians are something like Boos and Cumans, Mordvins, Skipchaks, and Seljuks too. Those are sheep. If you really got to know that lot down by the pond, you would see straight away.
So you're like quarrelling neighbours? How did you ever end up here?
The Lord of the Heavens, Tangri, put me in his bow and shot me westward.
And why?
So I might spread his renown in mounted archery here, of course. So, what do you shoot with then?
Bow, crossbow.
A bow.
Nice. But between us, do not let Mikolai get his hands on it, or he will poke his eye out.
All right, but what about the race? How does it work here?
One thing at a time. There is an altar in the woods over there that I built to the great Yassian marksman, Karachin. Every rider must bow to it before the competition. That is our custom. So, what do you say? Shall we go?
Wait a bit longer.
Hold off on that, all right?
Suit yourself. See you later.
Not sure I'm ready for that yet, but I don't know. There's a hell of a lot to do. Rough for you. I've got the option to sleep. It's night time. Look, I got my energy's down. Nourishment and all that. Health, energy. I better sleep. Sleep in somebody else's bed.
Get out of here!
Oh!
And don't bother me! Be on your way!
No, you may not sleep in somebody else's bed. There's nobody here. Let's see here. WSW. You can get nicely rested. Sleep till about then, I guess. Next day, so I had some rest. And my nourishment's on 71 and health and energy's on 100. Could maybe eat a carrot. That's the condition of the food. So what is that?
They found found a dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday.
You're kidding. Who was it?
Some vagabond.
Cook item. Steal food.
God bless.
Good morning, lad.
What was it you said I had to do so I can ride in the race?
Bow at the altar of the marksman Karachin. Then you can go and saddle your horse in peace.
Let's go to the altar.
Follow me. Here it is. Karachin's altar in all its splendor.
So, what should I do then? Is a bow enough, or should I pray as well?
You need not pray, but repeat after me. May this altar belonging to Karachin, the greatest archer of the Yassian tribe, be in this land an everlasting reminder of his glory on earth and in the power of God.
Damn it, Bibrek! Užarava hoj oda zkušeného.
Do not interrupt, Nikolai. And get lost while you're at it.
I'm not going anywhere. And you stay here too.
What's the matter? Did something happen?
I built this altar here. It is Karachin's grave.
You only claim it after I dedicated it to Zamur. Before that, you did not care about it.
I dug up 4 arrowheads here, a harness and a kingjal. It is clear.
I heard Zamur spirits hammering horseshoes here. And in the morning, I found scattered coal.
I scattered it myself to drive away evil forces from Karachin's grave, you fool.
One more word and...
Say nothing.
Look around. Only dark, dangerous woods everywhere. But the spirit of Zamur protects us. In camp, on the road, and during races. Reason enough for him to have this altar.
So that is why you're holding your races up there. You fear the woods, so you would rather run your horse across a field. This is the grave of Yassian war leader and warrior. The god Tengri must have guided him this far. This altar belongs to him. Every arrow loose that hits its mark is in his honor.
Only you are shooting at straw dummies and targets stuck together with manner. Oh, mighty warrior.
You see, I'm training. For the likes of you.
Fellas.
Sorry, Henry, this has nothing to do with you.
But this is actually useful for us. Let him decide whom the altar rightfully belongs to.
So tell us, Henry, which is better? Straight up honest horse racing, or hoofing around shooting at targets?
I'll give you hoofing around. Mounted archery is a noble art. So?
Then I don't know.
Well, firing a bow from the saddle is surely more difficult, and also more useful.
So you see? Everyone with sense knows that shooting is better than racing.
Sarkames, ale o oltaris hinle zamureskero.
I understand the altar is important. Or you're arguing over a pile of stones.
Listen, I see it matters a lot to both of you. But you can't keep quarreling forever.
Ask around the camp. Everyone will tell you the altar is mine.
Not a chance. Everyone knows I was the one who built this altar.
But you haven't asked anyone yourselves, have you?
Why bother? There is no judge here who would understand.
Find someone for you?
Then I shall decide. What do you say?
What do you think? He's not one of us.
But since we already have you here, Henry...
You'll probably not find anyone better.
Perhaps you are right.
So, how shall we do this then?
You and I shall prepare a few challenges for Henry, so he understands what is at stake. If he manages both, we shall accept his judgment.
Very well. Whatever judgment he delivers about the altar afterwards, I shall accept it.
The thing I enjoy most is the best. Alright then, let's get it over with.
So I'm to try both racing and mounted archery, and whichever I enjoy more will take precedence.
The spirit of Zamur will make sure you lean toward the racing.
As soon as you hit the first target, you will feel Karachin's blessing.
So, which will you start with?
No,
I suppose I'll go for...
Mounted archery, of course. While the horse is still fresh.
Pashtu ograjcha banjola, usomele hakerava. We are starting with the race.
I said it first.
First.
So, where shall I begin?
go on and race, prove yourself to blah 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 blah.
So how do these races work then? What do I need to know?
Once a day, up above the camp, 4 fellas meet and arrange a race. We have a small spot, right next to Bebrek's circuit. Each race starts and finishes there. Then race checkpoints are set up around the area, depending on which curse is chosen. They are placed in spots the locals know. Though these local names are tough for outsiders. Places like Zeleov or Tachovitz. Not to mention all those ponds.
What do the checkpoints look like?
There are 2 poles with flags, next to which there is a fire pit. Smoke rises from it, and someone usually stands by it. The trick is to figure out the best path from one to the next, and so on until the finish. You can ride through the forest, weave between trees and rocky slopes, or stick to firm roads and make your journey longer.
It'd be an advantage to know the countryside well.
Do not worry. Some local lads managed to get lost a few steps from their own birthplaces. You can decide for yourself how tough you want it to be. But take care. The best riders here know the land inside out and are not afraid to take shortcuts at the gallop. Anything else you want to know?
Tell me quickly how these races work.
Once a day we meet up about the camp and decide on the route. Then checkpoints are whoever...
Tell me more about these checkpoints. Where are they located?
So I do not have to memorize every boulder around here. I pick just a few places. Which ones are you interested in?
Don't know really.
How does the race difficulty work?
You can choose from 3 levels. An easy race is for less experienced riders and slower horses. A difficult race is for those born in the saddle, riding the fastest beast. And the middle one is somewhere between those 2.
How does the race...
You can an easy, a difficult, and
Tell me about the bets.
I will collect the stakes and lock them in the chest. They will stay there until the race is over. The winner gets everything except his own stake. Whoever finishes second gets his stake back. The rest have to hope for better luck next time.
What if the race just doesn't suit me? Can I quit?
Do me a favor. Come to me and excuse yourself, so we do not wait for no reason. You will forfeit your stake and can only race again the following day. Still better than wearing out both your horse and yourself. If you decide to give up halfway, we will not wait. After some time, I will simply end the race.
Do you have any advice?
For the race, leave only a bridle and saddle on your horse, and have decent horseshoes. Even the fastest horse is useless when its legs get tangled in its stack.
I've never got a horse yet.
What do you know about Marika's disappearance?
I don't know what to think about it. I've got plenty to worry about myself.
Are you in charge of the horses around here?
Aye, you got that right, Mura. Me and my stallion Dan have all the horses in the region under our thumb and hoof.
All the horses in the region? What does that entail?
You will see for yourself when you bring me one. I will take any horse, as long as it is alive. Where you get it from is none of my business. I will buy it for all the groschen I can scrounge together.
Well, there's a hefty fine for horse theft. They'd have your head for it in most places.
When the catch post last showed up because of Marika, they ended up leaving with their tails between their legs. This ladder of passage protects us. And when that is not enough, I can just point out the person who brought me the horse. It is always Gajo that bring them, after all. Who is the thief then? Huh?
All right. So I can sell horses here. What else?
And if you just happen to like the horse so much that you would like to keep it, perhaps because you still go everywhere on foot, I would be happy to teach it to listen to you like a proper Romani man listens to his voivod. For a bit of coin, that is. Of course you will have to pay me, not the horse. It will certainly be cheaper than buying one from those bastards at the stables.
All right. Where should I take the horse?
By the pennants I have here in the camp, either I will be standing by them, or my horse Tooth will be looking at them hungrily.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right. I don't know where the other guy went.
At the big wheel.
So what exactly is mounted archery like? What do I need to know?
Before you ride your first race, you must know at least the basic rules. Otherwise, you would feel like a foal having kumis poured over its head. We ride up above the camp, where I have set up a circuit. I pace it all out myself, so the paths are narrow and the horses can only manage a canter. They are afraid to go faster. Do not try it anyway. You cannot really shoot properly at a gallop because you need your hands free. If you do not want to guide the horse yourself, let it follow the path. It will find the right route on its own.
What can I shoot with?
A bow or a small crossbow. I will always give you a bit of ammunition at the start. We have 3 types of targets, each with different points. Different courses have different scoring systems. On each of them you compete against the points I scored there.
How do I know which way to go?
The course you will ride is always marked. If you still get lost, just leave the route to your horse and focus on shooting.
Anything else?
You have limited time to score points, so do not stop anywhere. If you miss something, you miss it. Just ride on. If you finish before time runs out, you get 5 bonus points. Anything else you would like to know?
The basics about individual courses.
Tell me what the courses look like.
They are all on the circuit, where I will always mark clear paths. Some are short, some are longer, some are straight, and some are winding. They also have various names. Each one has 3 difficulty levels. Easy, hard, and Tengri's legendary.
Tengri's legendary.
That is for riders who are not satisfied with even the hard courses. First of all, you must ride those only with a bow. There are so many targets that you will not have time to reload the crossbow. Lord of the Heavens Tengri likes to break his own rules. So those courses are full of all sorts of traps and obstacles. And remember I said you can tell your horse to run on its own?
Certainly.
So you cannot do that there. I will sprinkle the paths with my secret spice mixture, which confuses the horse. You will have to help it. We always have a good laugh when someone rides them for the first time. Crashes into everything and misses every target. But you can learn those Tengri courses. All it takes is patience and a good aim.
How do you know how much time I have and how much I've got left?
For each course, I keep a rhythm in my head. Sometimes we go for 40 drum beats, sometimes 55, and sometimes 85. Boom, 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 boom. You can make up some little tune if you like. Just don't spook your horse. When half the time is up, I'll blow a horn so you know how you're doing.
Can't you explain it in a clearer way? How long will it take?
60 drum beats is a shock. That's about 3 Lord's prayers.
All right. I can picture that now. Thanks.
Measuring time.
Tell me how scoring works.
I hang 3 types of targets around the course. A round one is worth 1 point. A straw dummy, which is a bit harder to hit, is 3 points. And a basket is worth 5 points. You do not have to hit the center. It is enough to knock them down.
Well, that sounds rather easy.
You'd be surprised. I recently had to change the rules. Archers kept stopping right in front of the targets, scared they would not score enough. In the end, they only saw the first bend of the course and their horses hardly trotted at all. So, if you reach the finish before time runs out, you get 5 bonus points. That should spur you on.
A nice incentive.
Tried and tested.
How do the bets work?
Whatever you stake, if you win, you get double. If you shoot the same, you just get your stake back. And if you score too few, you got nothing.
Can I get some practice shooting before I have to pay for it?
The smallest bet is just a few groschen. Think of it as paying me for setting all this up for you. If I had to put up koboks for you as well, you would be paying more.
What can I shoot with?
When you come to me, have a bow or a small crossbow on your back. I need to see right away that you are ready. Anything bigger will not let you reload on horseback, and you will only embarrass yourself.
Aha.
What if I want to end the race early?
Just go ahead and leave if you want. Time we run out, I will take the stake, back up the targets, and go and have my gruel.
Interested in some tricks?
Give me a tip on how to make sure I win.
You do not have to hit every target. If you have not reloaded for one of them, skip it and be all the more ready for the next one. And do not forget, you get 5 bonus points if you reach the finish before time is up. It was good to see you, my friend.
I won't be doing that now. There's an arrow.
How did it go?
I've got a bow or anything here.
And you're
God be with you. What would you like?
What do you know about Marika's disappearance?
That's the Voivod's business. I don't want to talk about it. Farewell.
priest. Nobody else can help you.
Oh, aye, the priest. How could I have forgotten about him? Maybe because I don't think he'll be able to solve my problem.
Heartfelt prayer saved entire masses of Jews. And Jonah from the whale. So don't tell me it can't help with a little thing like yours.
A little thing? So you're insulting me too now?
Jesus Christ, sorry. Be praised. I didn't mean it like that, of course.
Oh, well. But I reckon you're right. Prayer's the only thing that can help me now.
No dialogue in this game.
I'm all done in.
I would like to ask something else about the races. I'll have a look at the web.
This guy is selling Hunter's Belt, Hunter's Pouch. I ain't got no money for any of this right now. Horse stuff. Horseshoes, saddles. You can get that from him if you've got the coin. Saddles, bridles. Skill book called Life in the Saddle 2. Which is a skill book on horsemanship. I need to think about where I'm going from here. I've got to prove myself to them. Coming back to Mutt. Still got to find Mutt. I would need to ask about Mutt in the tavern, which is D on the map. So I could set a checkpoint to that. What tavern? Where? Well, anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.